words there. The static clears at the start of the network head's turn. The network head first creates this big pulse, big green wave that pushes outward from itself. Doesn't hit everybody, but it does hit Gawain, CNC, and the 4 Carsons.
What a group name.
That would be a great group name. All
right.
To get this going.
Getting hit by.
This is a science defense, if you want to make it.
Oh.
I'll explain what happens afterward, but this lowers your shield.
Oh, hang on a second.
Both by the same amount.
Sorry, what?
That'll lower your shield and armor by whatever remains. After Judas's 12 for you. You lose 12 shield and 12 armor. I'm going to roll one for Vic. His shield is bad, but if he can benefit from you helping, I think that'll make it worth it here. Oh, yeah. 14 shield armor. And
okay, sorry. So I'm getting science damaged.
You were, but Judas stepped in. I adjusted it all for you there. 2 of the Carsons of the pack, 2 more Carsons go offline, leaving just your hacker and 1 more gunner after the fact. And the network head doesn't produce any more objects. It's going to throw a slicer at CNC. No, it's going to orbital slice him again. Thankfully, he's rolled a little lower than he has before. Let's make another reflex. Taking only 9 off your shield. The shields are still up. All. And you retaliate. And wouldn't you know it, you've rolled exactly the right number, putting him exactly the 100 he needed to go offline again. No turn. Gaspard is going to move here. I'll put up a barrier if there's time. We have to protect whoever's doing the hacking so this thing can finally be done with. CNC?
176 will say, I'm just 1 day away from retirement. But yeah, let's hack. 176 will give a massage to Kenon Sank, who's going to be hacking.
The hacking game. No, it's not good. It does work a little bit, but you're having a hard time finding out where to apply this. There's a few extra lines of defense against where the kernel is because it's hidden where a kernel ought not be in an operating system. Not where Carson's is. Daybreak must have moved his to a different part of his file allocation table.
Oh shit, it's a BSD, man. Good luck.
Did CNC himself have a particular action in mind?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless I can remove this head.
Sitting there,
Just delete head.
but with Carson as close as he is, the head says, "Do you trust him? Do you trust your captain? Do you think he will let you live if there's a chance to destroy me?"
Can I jack into this thing?
Going to Carson's space into it?
You don't have to jack in, per se, because there's no ports or anything on this hologram, but it does have a subspace kind of static around it that Carson could, like, talk to, could go online with in a deeper way.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try and make the connection between the two of us.
Make a science probe.
Jesus fucking...
Inaccessible.
Wait a second. Hold up.
Oh, wait.
Don't I get to re-roll 1s and 2s, or is that only 1s?
No, that's on both of those. I believe Savvy should be working here, right?
Yeah, so let's re-roll both of these.
Let's re-roll these. First with the, that's a 20. Well, that's 3 more up there. The space pirate ability is kicked in. Or sorry, 2 more. And has made this move along quite a bit faster, but the static is too hard for you to compile in a way that Carson understands. So for now, speaking to him will be indirect at best.
It's alright, that first roll made up for it.
Do you have anything to say in response to him conjecturing that your captain might not be trustworthy? That he might be destroying the code?
Life is not trustworthy, but it is life.
Vic Void.
Great, you're going to convince it to go on a homicidal temper tantrum. Jeez. Alright. God. Oh. Is there even anything to shoot?
There is not, but if you have a better position you want to be in, or something to prepare, you could. You could even reload the steamroller well in advance. Sorry. Voice is cracking.
Well in advance.
Well in advance! If you wanted to have that fully capable for legs.
I liked it. I like to increase my ammo with the side order of anticipating another cube.
Okay. You keep your gun aimed at where the cube may appear.
I mean, it's last session, potentially, so I have no problem with that.
Why keep any glams? Why keep...
It's the last boss battle. You gotta use all your consumables all at once.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
No, you gotta save them for the New Game Plus boss.
Oh, yeah. You guys can use some of your grade at the end of the game to keep your titles, your items, and any XP. Judas.
I think I will do a similar and prepare for the continuation of this battle. And that is it.
Okay. The head reappears for its 4th iteration. It does indeed summon, this time all 3. You guys were keeping an eye out for the red one. So let me put these things into position first.
They just announced the Super Mario movie.
Yeah, the voice cast I'm not sure about.
Yet. Okay.
I'll have to look at it a bit.
Chris Pratt
look at it after
we'll be playing Mario, sorry.
Oh, Christ. That's the thing I didn't have to hear.
Yeah, the voice cast I'm not so sure about. I think they tossed in way too much star power and not necessarily good actors for the roles.
There's a difference between using an actor and a voice actor.
Kevin Michael Richardson is a good Kamek, but he's just a good any voice he plays, so he's a voice actor, and so that's I find acceptable. I don't know about the rest of these I'm seeing. Anyway.
Alright, this cube is getting shot.
Yeah, everybody shoot my cube here. You start firing away, and Judas, you get a shot at the cube as well.
I reloaded. I hadn't planned an attack.
No, it was just me.
The cube,
Just-
as you've noticed, has not defended itself. It's just a big pile of metal. So it takes that hit. And you might be using the right weapon for that job in that case. It had to summon all three of these, so its white barrier is back around. It's unhittable for now. And it continues to saw at CNC here.
Wait, what?
Kind of nasty roll. That's its fourth action there. That's a reflex defense if you want to make it. I tell you that you don't get a counterattack really because its defenses are back up, but it still could be worth saving your life with that roll. A little bit. And Judas can always help if you choose to do it. So that's 15. Your shield does drop. Tap 2 into the armor, just a bit.
Just a little bit of armor drop. Just a little bit.
And on Gaspard's turn, he puts up the force field around the compiler. Then fires it. He can't fire at the cube, he has a pistol. Fires at the network head, knowing it won't work, just to keep his frenzy going, I suppose. Then he'll only use one bullet,
Oh, right. It's not that good a range.
and then he will reload. Perfect. It's a surprisingly effective turn for not being able to do much else. CNC.
Let's have the Carson bots attempt to fire at the cube.
At the red cube. They converge fire on the red cube in the hopes that it will be destroyed before your turn, and wouldn't you know it, they do enough to power it down just barely. The network head becomes cyan, so on your turn, with your weapon in hand, you should be able to get an attack from.
Haha.
One of the all-time worst sessions ever
Another
for this
bad
fucking chainsaw.
Creeping up gradually in damage. Maybe it's proving that strategy has been more important than luck. You guys have been able to play pretty well, despite these bad, shitty rolls. Vic Void.
Alright. Apply directly to the head once again.
Blast the head. His rolls are just about as bad. Oh, man.
Oh my god!
That's atrocious. What's going on here?
You hacked the dice! Damn it, final boss!
I've taken over the map, tool.
If I stare at my screen long enough, it's just gonna look like Daybreak's face.
You open fire to the best of your abilities, and the bullets get through because the red barrier is down. My god, they could have done so much more. Judas.
I'm so
Alright.
sad.
I'm gonna fire at the head. And that's an extra 2 damage, so 23.
That's good damage. You fire a nice, well-placed shot right toward the center of the brain there. You can see it crack, though it were made of glass for just a moment.
And
Oh, do you mind if I use my scene die? I wanted to heal.
Oh, yeah. I figured you would want to do that. No, go ahead. I did not prompt.
Oh, not that. This. Here we go.
and I think I'm gonna call that my turn.
Okay. You're holding on to your 2 dice there. They start to whittle down the Daybreak head. The Tetra is trying to break through the barrier. It puts all its effort in attacking the barrier with electrical shocks.
Oh
Break
no,
through
Tetra's got
quickly.
trackers.
Protect the compiler. They're trying to destroy us. And this one shoots this emerald spike again through Judas for a bit of tox. My god, I've rolled high. My rolls are going well.
Hey!
This goes right through, kind of focused on Judas's heart. This beam of toxic energy.
You do that kind of shit, there's like a fucking X-ray, except instead of the bones, you're seeing all the organs.
That's a fitness defense to get you some have health still with you.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I feel like I have to. Not worth it.
What the fuck?
Ugh.
I definitely miss my prime directives right now, I can tell you that.
I
Someone
recall, though, they
plug
were
in a rubber band.
very
It's
useful.
better now.
Your prime directive was very useful to forfeit, though. There was things that needed to be done in the moment.
Yeah, more damage was needed, but man, I'm missing that perfect defense or self-defense or whatever.
Oh, yeah. CNC is going to be hit with the Chem I-beam twice by the network head. So this is Chem. This is not good for your armor. The first one is 20.
Oh, God.
That is a ton. You want a reflex defense to save some of your armor here.
Oh, Lord.
Cool. So that's 13 twice is 26 off your armor. Your armor starts to melt, but you
Can
still...
I counterattack?
Oh yeah, you can counterattack. For sure, and that might make him reconsider. No, he has to try it again. It's 14. And at close range, each of these eye beams is coming from a different eye as he scans them both across. It's a good thing your captain back there has been giving you all the right moves at all the right times to keep you safe. That knocks it down to 5 chem?
Which is the rest of my armor?
Just barely enough to power through the suit. And with the suit kind of waning, you can see Carson's monitor flickering as Castro is fighting to take more precise control of his whole body. In a way, Castro is doing this to perhaps save his friend. At this point, his other half. But you get a second counterattack to strike back.
That's right.
And you also are very close to getting your souped up attacks. Hit after hit is causing this head to fracture and crack again in an almost more visceral way, whereas before it would flicker like a bad signal. Now you can see these splinters forming on a glass-like surface, chunks of crystalline carbon coming off of it. It smells like coal in the area that you're in as it starts to disintegrate into both powder and big chunks.
CNC have the ability to smell?
Oh, for sure. One of Castro's finest senses. He has a direct route to the outside for smelling things.
Because it's in the helmet.
Oh, let's see. I believe my bad guys are out of moves, but it is getting a little desperate there. This becomes Gaspard's turn. Gaspard is a little worried about these objects that do an awful lot of damage when they get a chance. And so he's going to shoot. He's going to jinx. Both of them, and then he's going to shoot the head. Ooh, that's a lot.
No, that don't work because he still has the blue thing up.
Oh
Wait, it's
right.
Chem. Never mind. I thought it was
No,
Zap for a
he has
second.
green. He shoots it once, finds out the green is going to defend it, and then shoots at the green orb.
Oh.
Well, he probably could have reasoned that out too, but anyway, he distributes his damage a little bit over here to Green Orb. And that makes it
Yeah.
C and C.
Alright, let's try and cut through this motherfucker. In fact, why don't we burn our last scene die before we do it?
Okay.
All right, you can get your lighter out.
Simply ditch that scene die to pump up the attack you're about to make.
I didn't mean to move the head.
Enter your reckless mode.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god. Holy shit. Well, what a time to go reckless then. As you throw on this bit of extra damage. Crack in, and you can see the bottom half of the head start to disintegrate at first. As the disintegration trails up past the neck and chin and head, the whole thing goes offline once more. With another opening.
So then let's make a hack here.
Alright, let's do that hack.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
1 sec.
I guess it makes sense. I mean, as the Carson chassis is failing, his saw attacks become less precise and brutal.
yeah.
The other Carson can inform the team that the virus has been fully installed, fully uploaded. It is in the system. It is at this point, Judas, that I need to know. And you could whisper it to me if you think it's interesting as a reveal, but at least I need to know which of these two discs you used.
Alright, I will send you a message on Discord real quick.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. The compiler is still working. It's still doing something. It looks like it's still trying to create a new head. But the new head it creates, most likely, will be influenced by the program. Will be influenced by whatever changes have been added to the kernel.
It turns out to be a double cross, and it's instead like a disc for Carson. So it just makes a giant Carson head.
Let's have CNC make another science probe. What you believe this might mean, unfortunately, is that whatever comes out there will be a residual. It'll be the last hurrah of Daybreak. The actual program and what gets distributed across the galaxy will be the new Daybreak. But you might have to be on your guard to fight one more of these iterations, the very last thing it's capable of producing. Knowing that, CNC, knowing that this fight is almost but not yet over, you relay that to the team, and it's Vic Voigt's turn. Gawain? And those objects are still hovering out here as well.
Yeah, let's get rid of these objects then. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to Copperhead the Blue Tetra. Oh wait. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yep. Oh. Well. Okay.
Alright. You fire your zappy attacks. It starts to flicker. Electricity is surging through it, but it's not down yet. With any luck, you'll be able to get it out of
How about now?
Ooh. How about now? Now it is out of the way. As the electricity bursts forth. And you've cleaned
Alright.
up one more of the threats on initiative count 0. Daybreak is reforming and speaks. Carson, can you hear me? Carson, can you hear?
I hear you.
Carson, you need to go offline immediately. Your captain has betrayed you. Your captain has betrayed me. Know this, I speak only the truth. I cannot speak a lie. Your captain seeks to destroy us both. You have only moments to survive, he says as his head begins to reassemble from the bottom up.
Can I attempt to get a read on this?
You can make a wit's empathy with Carson. Ordinarily, you'd have disadvantage, but if there's anybody that could do it equitably, it would be Carson. That said, you have nothing to go on except knowing your captain for who he is and Daybreak for who he is.
What do you think, Castro?
The captain's never betrayed us before.
And Daybreak has never lied to us. Castro will... Can we see Judas, or is there still static?
You can see him clearly across the battlefield here.
Judas, what have you done?
What do you mean? We put the white disc in.
Daybreak says you betrayed Carson.
He's part of my crew. Why would I do that?
And where are the other members of your crew? The ones who didn't make it?
You've been with me long enough. You know what happened with them.
Can I get a read on him?
That might be a little easier, but Judas, you'll need to make a presence trick. Oh,
Oh, jeez.
that's a 28. I don't know that you can hit a 28, so you have nothing but your own experiences and intuitions to guide you here.
Can I attempt to safely detach Castro from the Carson chassis?
You can, but it will take your own action. I did this on initiative 0, but when it's Castro's turn, he can use his repair kit to remove Carson.
Okay.
It is Judas's turn first. Judas?
I'm going to plan the action that as soon as Daybreak's head comes back online, that I'll shoot at it before he gets a chance to bring any of his minions back.
Okay. You prepare that action. He still has an orb up and about, but you prepare a shot for the head, aiming your attack there. And indeed, at the start of his turn, he appears. He's about to get his 4 actions, but you get yours first.
Wow.
I cannot believe some of these rolls this session.
Well, that's +1.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it is a bullet back.
And yeah, you get a bullet back. Actually, you would have gotten a bullet back 90% of the time on that. It looks like almost.
Yeah.
But he appears, you fire off the shot into the head, and as if he needed more incentive to throw his attacks your way, he chooses to throw his attacks Judas's way. And the network head says, I can feel it. I can feel what my creator intended for me. I can finally feel anger, rage, perhaps even a capacity to lie, like you, Judas. Like you. Maybe it is humanity that has made you what you are. The thing I seek to destroy gave you freedom and made you evil. Daybreak is attacking you with many things. Let me start out with the old.
I just put the gun on my back and just put my arms out to accept the attacks.
It's going to start with the old.
Only if it goes into slow motion and there's like a silhouette of you with a red background.
He's not aiming for you, G-dubs, but because you're near your captain, you get hit by his logic bomb.
Oh, well, what does that do then?
That's the thing you have to use a reflex defense to avoid, as it explodes around the both of you.
Well, okay.
You're letting that one hit.
Oh my god.
Do you want to boost Vic's roll?
Yes, I could do that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little better than the 8.
So now that's 6 zap damage to me. Okay.
So that's 12 off your shield. Your shields are
No,
pretty
no.
pumped up.
I mean, I calculated to 3 and already applied it as 6.
Oh, yeah.
So you just doubled it.
Yes. Then, I think a slice is coming to Judas here. Or 19. That's... He's at...
Oh shit, he's getting decapitated.
It's... Almost would have, but this just, like, slashes by his arm. Draws a great deal of blood, and if he rolls well on his endurance throw, he could stay in this fight. No, he stays down for now. And the network head has a lot of targets to pick from, but fires another slice directly into Judas's leg as he's down on the ground, unconscious. He's lost any sense of self-preservation here, as he just directly wounds Judas again. And I need to make a roll to see if it did 2 instead of 1. It does indeed do a 5th wound as Judas is there bleeding. Satisfied, the head turns its attention to Gawain. Throws one more. A wits. If you want to make it.
Okay. Oh, did you forget that I had the camo on at all?
Oh, I did. That should be 10. I did for that attack.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, no, that's right. So you take none, and then finally the green spear is going to fire a shot at CNC. And CNC can't really defend, so this just goes straight to his health.
Oh.
Just 22, so he's lost a big chunk of health. Gaspard just fires a shot that takes out this sphere so that he can fire his second shot at the head. Weakening it a bit. It didn't look like the compiler had time to fully construct the head once more. And the head, even now, even without anybody attacking it, is starting to, like, tear apart at the seams around it. CNC, it's your turn.
So I think inside of Carson's space, Carson is sitting with like a green humanoid on the guest seat, and Carson saying, "Well, folks, that's all the time we have with our guest tonight. And I think that the Castro humanoid will go,
No, I'm staying.
But you gotta go, man. I mean, the show's over.
Then the show is over for both of us.
And CNC will decide to not disassemble and instead strike at this fucking head.
No,
All right.
disassemble.
CNC.
With the damn 17 again.
Well, that is a better roll. Maybe the first really solid one.
And then C and C will also fire at the daybreak head.
And it's like one, each of them is controlling each of the arms. Like Castro has the left arm, Carson has the right. As the blade starts to whir, he dives down into the daybreak head, even as it's like slowly disintegrating on its own, and plants the blade right in the middle. With this attack, splits the final copy of Daybreak's original code. And now, there's no more threats here on the battlefield. Give me one moment. I'm going to take a whiz. Would you guys like to take 5 while I do a little slight brainstorming and get a piss and a beverage?